Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, B'chachodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, who rule and teach well. And peace, love, salutations to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathan Yala from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson. And I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. In this lesson, we're going into this TikTok ban, okay? Because we're seeing all across the board, people in Babylon are up in arms about TikTok. Oh, you're gonna ban TikTok. You're gonna ban TikTok, and you got all these people screaming. But this is all prophecy. This all goes into the famine of the word, because there's so much information that that's coming out right now. All right, that people are learning so much. They're learning so much. Okay. One second. All right. So knowledge is flowing back to and fro really quickly. So let's just get that real quick, because that's the age that we're in, where knowledge is just flowing, very, very quickly to and fro. So we're gonna go to the book of Daniel. Okay, we're gonna go to the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 4, and it says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up thy words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." So right now, you have all of this knowledge going to and fro across the internet, across the unicorn. Knowledge is being increased because people are learning things that they've never learned before. All right, they're understanding things that they never understood before. Now, these things right here that people are understanding and learning right now are things that have been hidden for quite some time. Okay, they've been hidden away. All right, we didn't have access to all of this information that that we have access to now. And what did the prophecy say? What did the Lord tell Daniel to do? He told him to shut up the words in the book and seal it into the end. And we are in the end time. So knowledge is running to and fro, and it's increasing. But soon all of that is going to come to an end. And according to prophecy, the knowledge is going to come to a complete stop, because Esau is going to shut everything down. All right. Now you're starting to see the senators and congressmen rally around this TikTok ban. And I have this one video that I'm about to play. All right, and forgive the guy. He has a lot of followers on TikTok, but he makes some really good points. But he kind of screams it out. Okay, but he makes some really good points, because what he's saying is true. They are purposefully targeting TikTok to get rid of it, because it's revealing too much on the internet. But that's also prophecy. Okay, because out of all the things that are being pressed on the internet, this wisdom and knowledge is getting pushed onto TikTok too, and all of their secrets are being revealed. They can't have that. They can't have their secrets being revealed to the public, because this is a wicked council that we have in the Congress. Okay, they're a bunch of wicked men passing laws in order to the people of the earth, and they're wicked laws and wicked orders. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to read this one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and play this. It says, this is Daniel 2 and 4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." All right, so now knowledge, they're running to and fro, right, to get the knowledge, because it's here. There's knowledge going from one end of the sea to the next end of the sea via the unicorn, okay? Because we're not literally running across the seas and coming back. No, we're getting all of this information via the unicorn, just like I'm on the internet right now making this video, okay? So that's the knowledge, and this knowledge is coming through the unicorn for people to get. This is that quickening spirit, a part of that quickening spirit where people are getting it quickly. There was a time where the elders and the apostles went to the library, and they had to sit and read books and research things and all this stuff. Now these things are at your fingertips on the internet, okay? So you literally have access to knowledge like never before in history, all right? So let's go ahead and play this video. I'm gonna play most of it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'm just gonna make sure I get all of the big points that he makes.
About the TikTok ban that I am out of screams. This is me actually angry. 352 members of the United States House of Representatives voted to ban TikTok today. That's 81%. I want you to think about the last time you heard 81% of our Congress agreeing on anything. Think about anything for the last 4 years. 81%. Shit, to pick the Speaker of the House, it took 18 votes, and he barely got through. Remember that? Remember how many times this year alone, we've had to have votes for the Speaker of the House? But TikTok ban, they're right there. They are voting to ban the complaint box rather than listen to a single complaint on this fucking app. They see us talking to each other. They see us seeing the humanity in each other's eyes. I don't care if you got a red hat or a fucking septum piercing. I hear your complaints and I see the world you're standing in. I'm not reading your tweet out of context. I'm listening to your voice. I've learned so much from this app over the last 2 years, and the biggest thing was to stop judging my fellow Americans like they are on some other fucking team. We are all...
And that's one of the points that I wanted to get right there, where he said, I've learned so much from this app, you see? And that can be true for all of us. A lot of us learned a lot of stuff from this app. I can say it myself. You know, I learned about a lot of things that were going on in the world. I've learned how to cook certain dishes. I learned about different laws that I looked into. So I learned about this stuff. Now, this stuff is revealing Esau Edom. It's showing the world that he's built around us, okay? Now, he can't have you knowing, you know, what's really going on behind closed doors. He can't have that. So you got people like him that are very upset about this, you know, about this TikTok ban. Now, I'm all for it. Now, I don't care if they ban it or not. I mean, I prefer for them to ban it because it'll start bringing in that famine, because they're going to crack down on TikTok. Is the biggest one that's targeted, but I'm 100% certain they're about to start putting limitations on what you can and can't say on the internet, period. Okay? Because this thing is about censorship. This thing is about making sure that their dirty laundry don't get aired. But guess what? It's too late. Okay? It's too late. Let's listen a little bit more.
Just countrymen walking around together. We're all just people trying to get to the end of the day. We're all trying to make enough money so we can raise our kids, kiss them on the forehead, and hope.
You see? So, you know, hey, these people, the American people are getting fed up with these motherfuckers. And you know, the time of insurrection is coming. The time of sedition is coming. This is Isaiah 25:7. And it says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil spread over all nations. So the Lord is using TikTok and various other media and resources like the YouTube, especially to reveal this devil, okay? To reveal him. All right, so let's move on to the next video.
And more United States freedoms have been stripped away by these people, the House of Representatives. This house of thieves and liars have stolen our rights to free speech on an app because they say it's controlled by China. Even though TikTok has done Project Texas, which cost $1.5 billion, moving all of their servers from Singapore to the United States of America, where none of our information could ever possibly get back to ByteDance, which could possibly get to China.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing out this video is to show how these people in America are really sick about this. They mad, like they mad about TikTok going down. Okay. Now, ultimately, I think that this might be the straw that break the camel's back when it comes to America, because they're seeing openly. Okay, so it's going to go from having TikTok to not having TikTok, having this app to not having it. Now, people are they're sharing information going around about COVID, information going around about diseases, different news, different murders and things like that all across the planet, all across the United States. It's not being told on the media, right? But it's being told here on TikTok, right? What that's doing right there is that's giving people information on giving people information on what's really happening in the world. Okay. Now this information is showing people the nature of the country that they live in, right? This is airing E's dirty laundry. Okay, and E don't like that shit. So E is putting forth he's putting forth measures to remove his dirty laundry from off the internet. He wants to complete censorship and complete control over the information that flows to and fro. Okay? He only wants you to see what he wants you to see, but as I just read, the Lord had removed the covering cast of all nations. The cat is already out the bag, E, and it's not going back in. Let's go to Habakkuk, the 7th chapter, because this is the 2nd chapter. This is why this devil doesn't want his stuff to come out. This is Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the 16th verse, and it says, "Thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink out." See, you see that? This is his glory. Thou art filled with shameful glory. His history, his actions, his contribution to what they call humanity is shameful. Okay? Wicked. He has no good history. Everything that he does is wickedness and evil. Okay? That's this devil. That's Esau Edom. Wickedness and evil. He doesn't do anything that's good. All right? That is the nature of this beast that we call the so-called white man. Okay? That's his nature. All right? So he has shameful glory. All right? And we continue on. It says, "Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall turn onto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." See, that's what he don't want. Esau doesn't want to admit that the Lord's right hand is about to turn onto him. There's nothing you can do about it. You can get all of the technology and develop all of like the shit that's going on in China right now, where it got so cold that all the buildings froze. It got so humid that all of the buildings was just leaking out mist, and all of their technology became useless. How can you fight something like that, E? How can you defend against something that can control the very elements that you live within? Okay? So as you see, give me 1 second. Yeah, so as you can see, he has a shameful history, like what's happening over in Gaza. Shameful. All right. Now I don't want nobody to know that I did that. I don't want nobody to know that I just genocided a whole group of people just to take their land. Slavery. Oh, I don't want to hear. Now I don't want nobody to hear the true history of what I really did. The wars. I don't want nobody to know that I'm going over to other countries doing that. What corporations are doing. I don't want people to know that I'm over there the same cell phone that you're using. I'm enslaving folks overseas to get this stuff for pennies on the dollar and sell it for you for the maximum price. I don't want you to know that shit. I don't want you to know that I'm poisoning your food. I want you to just eat it. I don't want you to know that there could be human DNA in McDonald's burgers. I just want you to just eat it. I don't want this information to coming out. You know, that's making me look bad. I am bad, but I need to look at you as an angel of light. I need to look to you. Look, when you look at me, you need to see an angel. Okay, you need to see an illuminated one. You can't see a wicked, decrepit, putrid man that wants to destroy everything. You can't see me for who I am. You got to see me for what I want you to perceive I am. Okay, I want you to perceive me in a certain light. That's what I want you to do. You can't see me in this wicked light. That's Esau Edom's MO. I have to control the narrative so I can control my image. I need to keep a good image on these people so I can murder them and stab them at the same time. I'm robbing them while telling them and making them believe that I'm the one that's not doing it. You see, that's Esau's MO. All right, his desire to destroy. All right. Now I'm gonna go to this Amos because this is where it's all coming down to. This is Amos 8 and 11, and it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a famine, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Now, with all this information that's going along on the internet, all this stuff that's going out on the internet, right? All these things, right? What's mixed in with all that? The word of the Lord. Now, this is what their true target is the words of the Lord, because these words that we're going into have power. These words that we're preaching, they open up other doorways for other things. Oh yeah, Esau, Habakkuk the second chapter, 16th verse. Esau has shameful glory. Okay, you got the men on the men on the unicorn, the men of the Lord on the unicorn on the internet. We're giving off this information, right? We're telling everybody, oh, this devil has shameful glory. He has shameful glory. He has shameful glory, right? So what happens over time? Hold on for 1 second, Akim. Okay, I'm actually on my computer right now, so I'll do this real quickly. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, so where was I at? Well, anyway, I'm gonna go back over this again. Yeah. The words of the Lord is mixed in with that. So Habakkuk the second chapter, 16th verse. Shameful glory. Now everything, as the men of the Lord were saying this stuff years ago, now all of a sudden that scripture opened up the gateway to show you all of this man's history. Okay? By the men of the Lord putting that vibration out there, putting that energy out there, putting that spirit out there that constantly show you that this man has shameful glory, what start happening? All his shame start coming up. All the things that he was doing start coming up. Everything starts coming out. Why was that? Because it was the spirit of the Lord that was revealing, That's why when I brought out in Daniel 12:4, where it talks about how these prophecies are going to be loosed in the end, okay? And that's exactly what's happening. The prophecies are being loosed in the end. And these prophecies that are being loosed in the end, all right, is revealing Esau for who he really is. And Esau can't have that. He can't have that. He needs all of this. He needs to stay hidden in order to continue to do his wickedness, because he does everything in secret. Okay? It says they shall wander from sea to sea and shall go from the north east into the east. They shall run to and fro. Now remember, in Daniel it said they were going to run to and fro. Remember? They were going to run to and fro because the knowledge is going to be increased. Now it's saying they're going to be running to and fro because there's no knowledge. You see? And it says, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. They're not going to find the word of the Lord anymore. Okay, all this knowledge is coming out. It's going to be ceased. All right, it's going to be handled business time. Okay, it's going to be handled business time. All right. And that's what's about to happen. So when you see them in the Congress, in the Senate, right? You see them in Canada passing legislation to limit Bible teachings. You see them in the Senate trying to passing legislation to ban TikTok. This is why, because they want to get rid of all dissension. Okay, they don't want you to be able to protest and know about their evil works. All right. I'm gonna get this in just a second. I'm gonna come back to that. Let me go to this is Second Ezra's. All right, Second Ezra's, and I'm gonna go to the 15th chapter. I'm gonna start at the 16th verse. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men." Remember when I said earlier, I said I said earlier in the lesson, I said this might be the straw to break the camel's back because people aren't going to be heard. This is it. They know that they're not being heard directly. They know that what they're doing on TikTok is allowing communication. They know that because they have this median, that this TikTok median, that their words are getting out to people and people are coming together. When they ban this shit, this is going to piss people off major. This shit is going to majorly piss these Americans off because now they don't feel like they have no voice. So guess what they're going to do? I believe they're going to start taking to the streets. And it ain't going to be taken to the streets as it was before where they protested. No, they're going to have guns. And they going out. I think it's going to go down this time. But this is my speculation. I could be 100% wrong because at the end of the day, Americans are really pussies. You know? They talk all this stuff. They'll kill a Jake. They'll kill each other. But they won't fight against their government. All this Second Amendment, right to bear arms, well-ordered militia for redress of government. All that's just some bullshit, man. Y'all Americans ain't about it. Y'all ain't got no pussy. Y'all pussy, man. You know, if you want me to be frank, and Salakia for the vulgarness, because look at all the stuff that these people are doing, and y'all ain't doing nothing. But over there in France, that's all they trying to do is regulate the farming industry, and the farmers are tearing France up. Okay? Like, you ain't doing this to us, and until y'all change this stuff, this is what we gonna continue to do. You know, we gonna tear the streets up. We gonna make life uncomfortable and miserable for everybody. That's not happening in America. Okay, y'all talk about the border crisis, but what are y'all doing? Where's these militias that are gonna police the border? Get out of here. You see, when it comes down to it, y'all Americans are docile and castrated. Okay. Y'all ain't got no balls and no will to defend yourselves whatsoever. All right? That's America for y'all. All right? But there's going to come a time where all that's going to cease and the Lord is going to put a spirit on these people to have sedition. So let's read that again. For there should be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Now, this is the point right here. Right now, Americans are listening to what these damn senators and congressmen are saying. They pussy. But eventually it's going to get to a point to where even a woman that has been being abused and will eventually turn on her man. Okay? She will eventually get to the point to where, you know what, I ain't dealing with this shit no more. I'm going to turn on you. The most docile person will get to the point to where they get tired of the abuse. Okay? And that's what's going to happen. This so-called abuse. Let's just say it like that. This so-called abuse. So all y'all getting is what Jake done got all along. Okay? Jake been getting this shit all along, even worse. Now y'all experiencing a little taste, and look what's happening to y'all. Okay? Back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and early 2000s, when y'all was getting it up into 2015, actually 2020, y'all so-called white people been getting it. Now all of a sudden the tables are turning and y'all being affected by it. Okay? Y'all, they about to take to the damn streets, you know? Hey, man, hey, look, there's about to be sedition, man. Okay? But for right now, hey, as I said before, Americans are just pussies, but eventually they gonna turn against their government. All right? They're gonna turn against their government and they're gonna be out in the streets, and it's gonna be violent. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's not gonna be something that's gonna be easy. And guess what? That shit is about to happen soon, man. It's about to happen very soon. And see, a lot of y'all out there, y'all concerns are in the wrong thing. All right? Because this place is about to go down. And look, it's not gonna be something that you're just gonna expect. It's gonna be one day things are going to be normal, and the next day, all hell. That's going to be the dynamic. One day, normal. The next day, all hell. But everything in between is going to be the buildup. But most of y'all out there aren't going to recognize the buildup. You're not recognizing the buildup now. So when it happens for you, you're going to think that it's just something that just happened. For the rest of us, for the men of the Lord that's been in the know, we understand that this has been building up for a long time. Okay? It's been building up for a long time. So it's going to get to a point to where they're not going to regard their senators, their congressmen, as the kings and their princes, and their power is going to stand. They're going to say that, and the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. They're going to say, okay, we're going to do it our way. All right, this is what's about to happen, and this is going to be very violent. All right, this is going to be very violent. So when that TikTok ban finally hits, it's going to change the dynamic of everything, because this is the level of communication that people have amongst one another. So when this ban finally goes into fruition, which it is, they're going to ram this shit through. All right. and you no longer have access to the app on the Play Store or the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and you no longer have access to this app, guess what? People are going to lose it. You're going to take away. People are making money off of TikTok, okay? To get out of this financial situation that these people have caused. All right, people are getting informed on TikTok. People are being entertained on TikTok. When you take that shit away, these people are going to lose it, okay? And honestly, I think that's what Esau wants. He's trying to put as much pressure on these people as possible to make them snap. That's what the overall game is. He needs Americans to snap so he can come down with that force, okay? So I'm going to get one more preset. You're not going to change, huh? Let's try it again. All right, so it's not going to change. Let's go to 16. All right. Man, this whole chapter is good, man, because this is what's about to happen. Okay. No, actually, I don't. I'm actually studying something. In 20 minutes, I will be. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. I've been busy all day. Okay, well, just give me a call back a little bit later. Okay, I should be available. Okay, thank you. All right, it's right here, right in front of my face. It says, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 70, and it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, and spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." So, hey, this is what it's all about to boil down to. This is the end game, all right? This is the end game. So TikTok is just the precursor to what's coming, or the TikTok ban. It's just a precursor to what's coming, okay? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. To the next time, I say shalom.